Hi guys, thought I would come on and film a video for you to discuss the differences between salt and sugar to help you out with your CER. So here I have some salt and I got packets of white sugar. I normally don't have white sugar in my house. Stuff is bad for your health. And here I have two saucers. So one of them, I'm gonna pour a little salt on it. You see the salt. And on the other one, I'm just gonna open these packets of white sugar real quick so that I can show you both of these substances and you can tell me what's the difference. So here we go. Which one is the salt and which one is the sugar? Can you tell? Can you tell the differences? No? What about now? So that's one of them. Is that the salt or is that the sugar? What about this one? Is that the salt or is it the sugar? So the physical properties of both of these substances, starting with the color, they're both white. So that's a physical property, right? Because that's something that I can tell with one or more of my five senses. Now, I'm not gonna do a taste test. I'm not gonna do a taste test. When you're working in a science lab, you wanna make it a habit of never tasting the substances that you work with because that could be dangerous. Now I'm going to waft the scent of this white substance to me to tell you what it smells like. No scent. I can't really smell anything. I can't really smell anything here. But I want to know which one of these substances did the chef use to make Ben's creme brulee dessert. And that's what you want to know as well, right? Because the prompt for your CER says, which type of property is best in identifying substances? Is it physical properties or is it chemical properties? So, according to these physical properties that we're seeing, both of these are white. They don't have a scent. Their texture is granular. I don't know if you could see a little bit of it there on my finger. Granular just means look like little grains of salt. And I'll touch the other one as well on a different hand here. See, that's granular, meaning they look like little grains. So physical property wise, they look like the exact same substance, don't they? So now I want to test a chemical property called flammability. I'm going to test a chemical property called flammability. Flammability, children, means the ability to burn. So I want to see if I'm able to burn both of these substances, which one will react. Okay, so let's see. I am going to light this one on fire. I'm gonna try to bring this close so you can see it, that I'm actually lighting it on fire. I'm gonna do it for about a minute. Okay, maybe 30 seconds. And do you notice anything happening? Is this substance changing at all? Not really, right? Not really changing. It's still the same color, smells the same, feels the same. All right, now I'm gonna try the second substance. I'm gonna light it on fire and see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it a little closer so you could kind of see. So I'm noticing already that there's a color change. I hope that you can see it. Some of this sugar is turning brown. Now, how did I know that it was sugar? Because one of the chemical properties of sugar is its flammability, its ability to burn. So hopefully you can see that as I'm burning it. You see how some of it is turning brown? But now when I did this with the salt, there was no change, was it? So this is one of the chemical properties of sugar. It can burn, and when it burns, it changes color. It changes to a brown color, and it smells delicious. Like, y'all, seriously, I want to eat this, but we're in the lab, so we're not going to eat the sugar. But yeah, it definitely smells like caramel, and it changed. And let me try to feel it. It's much harder than it was. I don't know if you guys can see that little caramel crystal there. It's very hard. It's not grainy at all. And it's a little sticky to the touch. Like I would have to wash my fingers to get it all off. Whereas the salt stayed the same. There was no color change. It's still grainy, still no scent. But the sugar has the chemical property of flammability, the ability to burn, so it changed. So the only way that I could tell the difference between these two substances is to test its chemical property, its ability to burn. That's the only way that Ben will know what did the chef use. Because when the chef burned the white substance on top of his dessert, it began to look like that, brown. It began to turn brown. So that proves that chemical properties are the best properties to distinguish the substances, not the physical properties. Physical property wise, they look the exact same in the beginning before I burned them, right? So then by burning them, I was testing the chemical property of flammability. Flammability, that's a new word for you. That means the ability to burn. And only one of these substances had that ability, and that was the sugar. So its chemical property of flammability allowed me to determine the difference between the salt and the sugar. And I hope that this video, this demo, helps you to answer your CER question. Thanks. Bye.